Welcome back to Tips Tuesday. I am your host, Dr. Jennifer Shaw, and today I am talking to you about your evening routine. I know that you guys love morning routines, but I also see so much power in evening routines. And I want to go over my evening routine, some of the key components, and some of the things that I think you could start shifting and putting into your evening routine. So, just like morning routines, you don't want to think about redoing everything. I'm going to give you a list of handful of different things that you can add into your routine. I don't want you to feel like you have to do them all at once. What I do want you to feel is empowered that you can make one small shift at a time that over time can make a huge difference in your day-to-day life. So that's my goal today. So first, I want to thank you for coming over to the YouTube channel and checking out this Tips Tuesday video. If you haven't followed me here on YouTube, go ahead and do that. Click the bell so you get notified each week as I drop new videos. I drop new videos every Tuesday, Tips Tuesday, new podcasts every Thursday, and then some other bonus content as you go through the month. So you're going to want to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that. Okay, let's dive in. So when we talk about the evening, first and foremost, I want to express this. My bed is already made. My bed is made because I made it in the morning. First thing, when I get out of bed, I make my bed. Now, if you do not make your bed and you're coming up right now with all the excuses as to why you don't need to make your bed, pause and make a commitment to yourself that you will make your bed from here on out. Here's why, guys. It takes 30 seconds. 30 seconds to make your bed. And it starts your day off on a win. When you walk back into your room, which should be your sanctuary, we have talked about this before, your room is for sleeping, intimacy, and conversations, intimate conversations. It is not for piling your laundry up. It is not a catch-all for the things that you don't know where to put. It is not a place that you should be watching TV, that you shouldn't be eating. Like, your room is your sanctuary, so keep it that way. My room is always spotless. My bed is always made. And I want you to start making that your priority if you haven't done that yet, okay? So if that shift hasn't been made, no matter what else I tell you today, I want you to shift into that. You got me? Cool. Okay, so the bed is made and we are all promising to ourselves that we're going to do that. And now we're going to break our good evening routine into two parts. So first, we say goodnight to the house. And then second, we say goodnight to us. Okay, but if we don't say goodnight to the house first, we're not going to be able to sleep with a calm mind and get a restful night's sleep. So what does that mean when I say goodnight to your house? Well, there's a few things I do, and you might have some more, you might have some less, right? So it just kind of depends on your lifestyle. But I work from home, which many of us do now, even if we don't work for ourselves. But one of the things I do every evening is I clean up my workspace and set it up for the next morning. Do I have specific meetings in the morning that I need different papers for? What oils are, like right now I have so many oils scattered on my desk and I don't need them all here right now. So I will move those tonight so that I only have the ones on my desk that I want for the morning, right? So think about that, get really intentional and clear on that, and clean up your workspace if you work from home. Even if you don't work from home, we want to do this next step together. We want to write our to-do list for the following day. I've done a lot of trainings on this. I'm sure I'll do a Tips Tuesday designated just about it. Actually, in May, the focus of my No BS Wellness community, my online membership, is really about mastering our schedule. And one of the key components here is the to-do list. So we'll be diving even more into that. It's going to be super good. But I'm going to show you just kind of like a rough little version of my to-do list because it's a messy, but this is my to-do list. My work stuff is over here. My personal items are over here. And I list them all out and then I cross them out as I go. So what I urge you to do is get in the routine of making your daily to-do list. And this needs to be things like I need to go to the grocery store. I'm going to get my leg workout in, actually, right after I finish this video. I am going to meditate. I'm going to call my girlfriend that I promised I'd call. I'm going to, for you work for yourself, like I have these clients to call, I have these podcasts to record. What are you going to get done in the day? Because when we get it out of here and onto a piece of paper, we create space in our minds so we can have more clear thought, so we can go about our day the next day with clarity, and also we can go to sleep with peace in our minds. Because if we go to sleep with that to-do list in our heads, then we have a huge chance of being stuck all night with that list running through our minds, right? I'm going to give you some essential oil options that'll help you with that. But guys, the more we get out of our heads and onto paper, the more clarity we have and the more focused we can be, the more intentional we can be. So I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense, right? So that's part of saying goodnight to your home, is getting the responsibilities out of your head onto the paper. The next is I go into my kitchen. I make sure my kitchen is clean, my dishes are done, the food's away, the counters are clean. I drink tea, so I fill up my tea kettle. Maybe you're a coffee drinker, so you fill up your coffee pot. What does that look like for you? Do you maybe pack your lunch for the next day so that you don't have to stress about it? Do you have kids? Do you get their lunches packed for the next day? So it's one less thing to do in the morning. I like to kind of do those tasks that don't take a lot of brain power when I'm tired in the evening, because when I wait until the next morning to do them, I'm using my fresh brain power that would be used to like do creative or novel tasks, right? Like I want to be able to use that fresh energy for bigger things. So I take that kind of tired energy and brain power and use it to do things like make lunch and stuff like that. So maybe you do that in the evening, right? Walk through and just tidy up the house. Is there a blanket thrown on the couch that needs to be folded? Do you have clothes that need to be put away, right? What are the things that just need to be done around the house to make the house look tidy, feel tidy, so you can say, good night, house. And I legit say, good night to my house. I walk through, I make sure it's all done, and there we go, right? That is kind of my good night house routine. So hopefully that makes sense to you. If you've never even thought of it that way, just start thinking about the things that you already do in that sense, that like put your house to sleep for the night, and start thinking about others that you need to add in there. Okay. Even sometimes I will fill up my diffusers the night before, so when I wake up in the morning, I can just pop my diffusers on and my house smells amazing. So let's move on. We've said goodnight to our house. Now it's time for us to say goodnight to ourselves. So here we shift to having dim lights in our home, turning off the bright lights, going to the dim lights. So, I have a little dim light next to my bed that allows me to read. I try to make sure that I have those options throughout the house. Bonus points if you can even have them in your bathroom. I don't have that in my bathroom right now. But dim lights, I turn on, at this point, I have no more electronics. Okay, so my phone is plugged in my office. It's out of the way. I don't look at computers from this point on. I don't own a TV, so this is really easy. No TVs. I highly recommend no TVs. Definitely no TVs in the bedrooms, guys. We talked about this. Bedrooms for three things. It's for sleep, intimacy, and important conversations. Those are it. That's all we have in the bedroom. You read books, things like that, right? But we don't watch TV in the bedroom. That's going to change your life if you can get yourself out of that habit. Personally, I think we should read on paper, not on e-readers, because no matter what, that electronic current does affect you. But if you're an e-reader, okay, I get it. I'd rather you be e-reading than watching TV, but try reading paper and see how you feel. If you don't want to waste the trees by buying all the new books, buy used books, go to the library, rent books, trade with friends, do what you need to do, right? But I definitely recommend reading before bed. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the next thing I do is turn on my diffuser. So I get my diffuser going, and I am a creature of habit. So I diffuse almost every single night, serenity and breathe. I pop those essential oils in my diffuser, and I diffuse them each and every night. Now, why do I do that? Serenity is a combination of essential oils: lavender, cedarwood, hoewood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla, and Hawaiian sandalwood. This is like sleep in a bottle. And then I have Breathe, which is laurel, eucalyptus, peppermint, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and ravensara. This is designed to open your airways. So when we aren't breathing clearly, we are not going to sleep well, right? So these two are going to together, they trigger my brain and say, it's nighttime. And I relax off to a restful night's sleep. Okay. So that is a really, really, really helpful duo for me. You can do some other combos. You can do lavender and breathe. You can do cedarwood and lavender, frankincense, cedarwood, and wild orange. There's all different sleepy time diffuser blends. Find what works for you. But if you're not sure, I definitely would lean into Serenity, and I recommend Breathe for everyone. So diffuser is on, lights are dim, electronics are gone. Now here's the kicker. This is so imperative to me. And the research shows, guys, if you take a warm bath or a warm shower before bed, you sleep better. So shower off. Now, I not only think that the benefits of getting a nice warm shower are key, right? Like getting that benefit of the body releasing the hormones to help us go to sleep and all of that is wonderful. But you're also energetically rinsing and physically rinsing the day off. So I stand under the shower and I just let my eyes close and I imagine the shower rinsing off everyone else's energy and just like all of the conversations I had and all the interactions of the day. And I just let them go. So I highly recommend trying that, even if it's 5 minutes, guys. Give it a try. It allows you to then get in a good routine of like your skincare and everything before bed. So I get out of the shower. This is a non-negotiable. The only way I don't shower immediately before getting in bed is if I like worked out at 5 or something and I showered and then I just kind of was chilling around the house for a little bit. And then I won't shower. Sometimes I'll shower a second time, right? So then the other thing I do is I take some awesome soft gels. I take Copaiba soft gel. So Copaiba is similar to CBD in the fact that it's an endocannabinoid. It interacts with our endocannabinoid system, our R2 receptors directly. So it's going to help trigger relaxation, calm our minds, help support calming of our bodies, help healthy inflammatory cycles. These have 3 to 5 drops of Copaiba in them, and I just take it every single night. So if you guys have been following me, you know I have some pretty severe injuries. I like to do what I can to support healthy inflammatory cycles. Copaiba does that. But most importantly for me, Copaiba relaxes my mind. It settles my mind down and it allows me to get a restful night's sleep. So combined with my oils in the diffuser and this, 9 times out of 10, I soothe off into a beautiful night's sleep. Now, there are some nights where I feel like my mind is not shutting off, and that is when I lean into my Serenity capsules. So Serenity capsules has in it a few different things: lavender flower oil, so the flowering tops, the oil from that, L-theanine, extracts from lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile. And passion fruit flower is my favorite. So these soft gels are my go-tos when I can't sleep. So if I'm feeling like my mind is spinning and nothing's working, I take a soft gel. Cool thing about these soft gels, guys, is they sit on my nightstand. If I wake up at 3 in the morning and I can't sleep, I take another soft gel. I can wake up then still at 6 and not feel groggy. It is so powerful. So these bad boys are so killer. I love this restful sleep combo for my evening routines. So I take my capsules. I have my Serenity oil roller or just the plain oil, whichever works for you. I have both options right by my bed. So I can just roll this onto my wrists, the bottom of my feet. If I'm having trouble sleeping, I'll even put it like under my nose, on my chest, and it just helps me sleep if I'm feeling like a little restless, right? So I climb into my bed that is made with clean sheets, with clean PJs on, and I grab my journal. I journal about the day. Maybe I journal about what I'm grateful for. Maybe I journal about the book I'm reading. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I don't. But if I have stuff rolling through my head, I'm going to grab my journal and get it out of my head onto paper. And then lastly, I grab whatever book I'm reading and I read my book. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. It depends on how good the book is, depends on how much energy I have. But I read my book and I use that as a trigger to my body to say it is time to go to sleep. Okay. So I know that that's like a lot of info, but it is definitely a powerful option to really start to shift some of those things to get a good night's sleep and to set ourselves up for success. Whether it takes you an hour or 2 hours, whatever time you have, maybe you only have a half an hour, you can get a lot of that done in a half an hour, guys. So I think it's absolutely imperative. I didn't really dive into this much. I'll probably do another Tips Tuesday on this, but ensuring that you're not eating close before bed, try to eat at a minimum 2 hours before you go to bed, if possible, 3 hours before you go to bed, right? And for those of you guys that are already doTERRA customers, if you're struggling with sleep, you definitely should get the new sleep kit. It's a 3-month program, a wellness program that gives you all the sleep items that you need. This is month 1. I'm just going to show you real quick. If you guys are not a doTERRA member already, you can check out the link down below. Do the 5-day oil experience. It's $10. You get 6 samples. I walk you through how to use them, and then you can have access to incredible things like this. So let me show you what's in here. So I mentioned already the importance of this Serenity Sleep Combo, right? So if you don't have that Serenity Sleep Combo, these alone are $46, okay? Now, when you do this sleep kit, it's only $75. And you're also going to get Calmer, which you can use instead of that Serenity roller on your nightstand. You can keep that Calmer roller on your nightstand. And then you're going to get cedarwood, which is great for shutting your mind off. I mentioned diffusing that one. You can put on the bottom of your big toes, bottoms of your feet. And you'll also get these bath salts that you can put whatever essential oils you want into, right? So really amazing things in there. The last thing you get in there, guys, so these are for doTERRA customers, is this amazing gratitude journal. And you're like, yeah, gratitude journal. How cool could it be? It's amazing. You guys, you get a little reading for the day and some journal prompts and then a nightly affirmation. I am worthy of rest. Are you kidding? This is so cool. And you get one every month for the 3 months you're a part of that program. So for my doTERRA customers, definitely check out the Restful Sleep Kit. And it comes with instructions on how to use everything. If you're new to doTERRA, check out the 5-day oil experience. You can get some great value there. And guys, make sure that you stay in touch. Comment below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Follow me over on Instagram. Let me know any questions you guys have. I'm happy to help you. And if you haven't joined my email list, just download the morning routine checklist down below, and you're going to get to be part of my email list. You'll know when I drop these videos outside of YouTube and all the other content that I put out. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope these evening routine tips were really helpful for you. Comment below and let me know what you're going to incorporate this week. I want to know. I want to cheer you on. I want to be there to support you. And if you haven't, follow this channel, subscribe, click the bell so you get notified. Send this video to your friends that you think would benefit. And I'll see you guys next week on our Tips Tuesday.